Hello everyone, welcome to PixelJunk Eden. Today I want to tell you a little about this game, give a little review on it, and tell you what it's all about. I'm going to go over the gameplay mechanics, the music of course, and what it's all about. So let's get started. Here's the main screen. There's no intro or anything. This is where you start, and the levels are pretty much called gardens and everything. As you can see right off the bat, you can hear some of the music in the background, and as you can see the art style is pretty beautiful. I'm gonna have the music a little bit low in this video just for commentating purposes, but later on I will turn it up and let it go alone just to give you guys a feel for what everything's about. And then as you can see the options screen right here, it's pretty unique. You usually don't see screens like this, but I kind of like how it's set up and everything. It's a little bit unique going off of what everything's like, but you can set up the settings right here, and it'll show you your score as well as your spectra, which I'll go over later. So pretty much how this game works, you're pretty much going around, you're this little dude, and controls are really easy. Like right click is to go, or you can use left click, and then along the way you unlock more moves, which I'll go over later. So let's jump right into the gameplay here. This is Garden 1, and as I said before, the gardens are pretty much your levels, and there are also high scores in this game, which I'll go over later. So pretty much you'll start in this and listen to the music while I play. It's pretty unique. I'll play it alone later, but pretty much what you do, you go through this level and you're pretty much trying to grow the garden. And how you do this is you gather these, and then these little things will go towards the balls, and then they will start growing, or they'll start filling up, and then once they're full you can jump onto them, and then it starts growing a plant, which, you know, as you can see, just observe the art in this game. I think is really good. That's what mainly makes up this game, is the art and the music, so keep that in mind as I'm going through it. And then we got another one up here. And then pay attention to the music. We got some bass going here. It's pretty cool. And you can't collect all these, like, if I'm too far away from it right now, so these little molecule things are not actually going towards the ball. They went up there towards that one because that one was pretty close. Well, we've already got this one open though, so let's open that. And then apparently the ones we were collecting earlier. And then the bigger the ball, the more molecules it takes to actually, I'm calling them molecules, I don't know what they're called, but the more things you have to collect to actually activate them. So depending on the size, it'll take more to fill it up and everything. But it starts off fairly easy and everything, so. I've actually already beat this level before, but it took me about 20 minutes to beat it through, and it actually, that was not in one playthrough. It actually saves all your gameplay throughout it, so if I wanted to stop right here, the level would be saved until I beat it again. Or at least that's how it would work on the first time through. Alright, before I commentate anymore, I'm just gonna stop commenting for just a minute and let you experience the soundtrack, so here you go. So as you can see, the music in this is very, very good. Personally, I love it. Alright, so let's go over these. These are pretty much the spectrums you'll be collecting. Once you run into one, let me get up here real quick. There we go. Alright, so originally, I've already beat this level, but originally it would actually end the level right there and say cleared, and then you would come back in here and collect more spectrum, but since I've already beat the level, it's not actually doing that. And then I might as well go over the second ability right now. This is called Silk. And this is one game mechanic. In the trailer you can tell that they wanted to make this pretty unique, and I don't see much uniqueness in it, but it's a cool mechanic to have. You know, you're just spinning around everything. It can be used to gain momentum, and then as you can see, I'll show you again. Watch him when he glows. That means it'll show you where the closest spectrum is, or spectra. Sorry if I keep calling them spectrums. But yeah, when he's spinning around, when he glows, it actually is telling you where the closest one is. So if I was to go in that direction, because every time he goes past here, he glows. So if I was to go over here, I would find the next spectra. And then again, to beat the level, you find all the spectras, and then you're recorded in the high scores depending on how many points you got, I think, and depending on how fast you did it. So some competitiveness here, and there is actually reasonable high scores in this game. I don't think anybody's hacked it or anything, so. Alright, let's continue here anyway, though. As you can see, the game is, I just want to say this right now, the game is beautiful. Like, if you don't think this is cool, I don't know how you cannot think this is beautiful, because it's got a unique art style, the music's great. All the music was made by one person. It was made by a guy named Bayon, and I don't know how I'm saying that right. He's Japanese. His name goes by Bayon, and it's Bayon, and he composed all the music himself and everything, so that's pretty cool. Or he created everything, all the music, which is pretty good, considering he made everything, all the music. Alright, let's look where this next spectrum's at. Alright, now it's telling me that, alright, so there's one there, and then there's one over here. So I'm gonna go collect the one over here. Oh crap. I remember this, alright. As you can see, the level's getting a bit insane, because as you keep going, the level just grows and grows, so you gotta keep filling these up and then keep going. As you can see, that one up there is a big ball, so it's gonna take quite a while to fill up and everything, so we won't actually be able to continue for just a minute. And you actually gain more abilities as you go on. Like, you don't get this silk ability until you actually go into the next second garden, which you're actually kind of forced to do anyway. Alright. So now we gotta fill up this big ball right here. Don't worry, I won't spend the whole review in this level, at least I'm gonna try not to, so we'll actually go into the second level here in just a minute once I get this next spectrum. I don't know why I'm not using... You can actually use silk to actually gather all these. You probably already noticed it, but you don't have to actually come in contact. Just the silk just has to come in contact, so it's a very effective way of gathering these. Alright. Oh, I missed those. Alright. I should stop gathering down here because, of course, if I'm not close enough, they won't actually go. But it seems they're going pretty far away, so... Alright, gather this one up here. There's a big jump. And then these ones should finish it up. Ooh, one thing I have not talked about, with the right clicking, if you actually right click, when you're on these things, you actually stop and then you press left click to actually do the spin thing, just to give you like an idea what the controls are like and everything. The controls are very basic. And then if you're actually holding the right click down, you will not come into contact with anything. Watch this. This is awesome right here. Like, this gives you a really good idea of what the art's like in this game. But anyway, if you hold down the right click, you will not actually come into contact with anything. As soon as you let go, or before you let go, you'll come into contact with the first thing. Just to give you an idea of the more of the controls and everything. But yeah, right here, I think that's a really good example of the art and everything. That ability, I actually kind of cheated there because you should not have that ability yet. But if I kept going, I would have actually died. You can die in this game. There are actually some enemies, but they, I don't know if they can actually kill you, but you will die from falling damage and everything. The enemies, so far, I've only noticed that they actually disrupt your movement and everything. You kind of miss you around and everything. But you get that in, like, garden, I can't remember what garden it is, but later on you get it, and it actually allows you to return. As you can see up here, this is kind of like your power meter. And you need it for, like, doing that. Like, that uses up, like, 1 or something. And then using the quick warp, which is what I use to save myself from falling. Use some of that up. Alright, so the next spectrum. Let's go on to the second level because I don't want to bore you guys. I personally like this level, but I don't want to spend the whole review in it. Alright. As you can see, those will fill up these little... If you can see that little shape right there, it's... when you start, these are all empty, but then as you go through and collect more spectrums, like spectras, each lights up. So in Garden 2, I've got 2 of the spectras so far. Let's go in there and show you what a different level's like. Alright. Boom, we got the guard. And then my target is 3 spectras. Alright, so this is where I left off. And as you can already tell, the music is different. Yes, I know how to do that. Alright. Okay, I think I'm gonna die. Nope, I'm good. Alright, let's figure out where this spectra is at real quick. It's telling us to go up there. As you can see, this level's already got a pretty different art style, which is good, and then the music is different. Personally, I like the music before this level, but this one's decent. Alright, so this is where I left off, I think. Yep, it's right above me, pretty much. And now we have access to the next plant. Oh, we actually have access to the next 2 plants. And almost that one over there. Very good. Cool. And you have not actually, I have not actually shown you the intricacy of the levels yet, because the levels do get very insane. Like once you're up to 4 spectrums, I think on that blue one I was only up to 2 spectrums, and the level was pretty big. So as you'll see here in a second, the level just expands like crazy. I don't even know if that... Oh, yeah, there we go. That's really cool. Alright. Stay on task where this spectra's at. I think I got lost. Alright. Because it was telling me it was right above me, so just wanted to make sure. Yeah, it's over here. There's a glow coming over here, so I'm assuming it's up here. Let's get this filled up right now. Taking a bit longer to fill it, but oh well. Yep, the spectra's right up there. I could actually grab that right now, but I'm gonna... I kind of want to fill that up first, because it will actually save that when I come back. Might as well finish it up right now. Not too sure why this one took a long time to fill up. Alright, cool. We did not actually need this to reach up here, but we will need it to, actually we don't even need it. But that does look pretty cool. Yeah, you can't lie, that does look really cool. At least in my opinion, I think it looks cool. Alright, let's take a spectrum. And then if you haven't collected it before, it will say clear. And then the levels won't reset until you've actually completed them and gathered all the spectros. And then I wasn't on that level for 12 minutes, but it is saying that because that's my total playtime on there. Alright, so as you can see, we got all that. Let's go next. And now I've got 3 spectras total on that. And then total spectra 8 out of 75 now. And then it'll say my next garden. I need 3 more to unlock the next garden. I don't know what garden I'm on. And then here's the main screen again. It will actually expand on the level. That didn't really do much, but it does expand on the level when you gather more and everything. So as you can see, there's a lot of levels and everything. That's garden 2. And then garden 3 is somewhere around here. You can get a little bit lost around here, but there's garden 3. And then I think I actually have garden 4 unlocked. It's way up here. And all this isn't here until you actually get further into the game. And then there's garden 4. And there's some random hits over there. And then garden 5 would probably be around there. Well guys, that's pretty much PixelJunk Eden in a nutshell. My opinion, it's kind of a first impression because I'm not way too into the game. I played the game for an hour, so my impression on it, I think it's a great game. You know, this is the first guy, Bion, the first time he's done music and audio for a game, so I think that he did a great job. The artist on this game, he did a fantastic job. You know, they just did a great job creating this game. The gameplay's fun, the controls are easy to learn, the art's just fantastic, it's beautiful, and it's fun to look at, it's fun to listen to, and personally, I get immersed in the game when I'm not commentating and everything. If you would play this alone, you would probably get immersed into the game, or at least I would assume you would, just from listening to music and seeing all the art and everything. So that's PixelJunk Eden in a nutshell, guys. This has been my review. Please leave me some feedback, give me some comments, rate the video if you liked it, please, and check out my channel, subscribe if you want, if you like my videos, and just help me out, guys. Helps me a lot. And I guess I'll see you guys later.